This was the situation along the Pakwash-Nwoya Road after River Tangi burst its banks. A UNRA engineer identified as Yahya Hassan is one of those that died as he attempted to rescue passengers in a commuter taxi which plunged into the river. This is just but one of the many areas suffering disasters across the country. Now, chairing today's plenary session, the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, expressed concern over the different disasters. She also highlighted the landslides in Bulambuli, which have so far claimed 14 lives.
The landslides in Bulambuli have been reported to have buried 40 households across the estimated 6 villages. The process of recovering the bodies is ongoing. We really need an urgent action from the Prime Minister's office.
Several legislators, whose areas have been equally affected, voiced their frustration with government's slow response.
As I talk now, I cannot go to Amolatar because the lakes have all burst and the roads are all covered up.
In Buhweju, I was there last weekend. On Saturday, in almost 3 sub-counties that I managed to traverse, 28 landslides occurred.
Lisa district has greatly suffered because of flooding. We are actually in the second phase of flooding. We did submit our request way back in September, and we were promised that in October, when the new quarter starts, the release will come.
Others, however, expressed disappointment with government's inadequate preparedness to respond to such disasters.
I always wonder, for how long are we going to keep on acting on emergencies? Why don't we prepare ourselves as a country to curb such emergencies?
Within the policy, we have engineers studies that have been conducted and to come up with a mechanism to ensure that in the next 2-3 years, we do not have more bridges, re-flooding and road closed.
Kira Municipality Member of Parliament Ibrahim Samujunganda attributed some of the cases to the government, which he claimed was the real disaster, prompting the Speaker to interject.
The disaster of NRM that befell this country 38 years ago.
Which disaster was that?
The NRM coming into power was a disaster.
No.
So
that was not a disaster.
I thought you will allow me and the rule after.
If we are talking about serious matters, where floods are taking people, floods are killing people, nobody in your constituency will take you serious because you've talked about a disaster of NRM.
The Minister of State for Disaster Preparedness, Lillian Aber, said disaster response was multisectoral. She emphasized the need for adequate funding for disaster management.
This morning, the Prime Minister chaired a meeting tackling all the disasters in the country and coordinating with the team on response. Where I need support from this House is a deliberate funding on some key areas.
She further revealed that the Office of the Prime Minister has already started short-term interventions to support people in some affected areas.
And I also want to confirm that the Ministry of Finance has allocated funding that we are soon going to be dispatching relief items to the different parts of the country.
Parliament has, however, demanded a comprehensive plan for disaster management and response. Earlier, the lawmakers from West Nile, in a press conference, also expressed anger at government's inaction over the flooding at Tangi River and the current situation around Pakwash Bridge.
This is the 4th year we have been drawing attention of government to this particular matter. But they have been very slow in action until some people had to die there.
The whole of West Nile, there is no ICU, intensive care unit. So that means if somebody needs to be referred to Kampala, they are stuck. Shame to UNRA, shame to Ministry of Works.
Benjamin Jumbe, NTV Tonight.